Paul McCartney absolutely dominated the 70s with some of the best albums he released as a solo artist. However, technically they weren't really solo albums because some of his best, like Band on the Run and Venus and Mars, were actually released by the band Wings. Many fans believe those albums still count as solo though, mainly because Paul was the main songwriter and he was also a big chunk of the instrumental too. The others were also contributing, of course, especially when it came to Danny Lane, but Paul was the main character by far. Similar to the Beatles, Wings released a lot of albums in a short amount of time, releasing 7 studio albums in only 8 years, but unlike the Fat Four, Wings didn't really have a proper breakup. There's a few elements that made the band slowly dissolve into nothingness, and to understand some of them, you have to understand what the band was supposed to be in the first place, a vehicle for Paul to go back to touring. The band's discography, for the most part, was built around the idea of live performances, and much like it happened with the Beatles, after a few years, Paul wanted to go for different things. May I also say, allegedly, Paul didn't pay the band all that much, so most of the revenue came from touring, thing that wasn't in Paul's plans in the 80s. This made Danny Lane one of the core members to not count on Wings for his future, although once again there wasn't an official breakup, so this happened over time to the point where he even participated in the sessions for Tug of War. Paul's problems in Japan didn't really help. The man got busted and screwed up all the plans they had over there. There's definitely other factors like John Lennon's death, Paul's mismanagement of the group, and the constant rotation of the lineup, but ultimately it comes down to a lack of interest from all parties. Which maybe explains why there never was a breakup. Everyone kind of went their separate ways, and Wings, one of the most popular bands of the 70s, simply faded away.